What's good, guys? It's your boy Triggy, and
It's your boy Mark.
you are now tuned into.
Just another podcast, baby.
Yeah, that's right. That's how we do it. And this podcast is basically about anything and everything. Whatever comes to your mind, put it in the comment section, and we'll talk about it.
We are
Possibly,
chameleons.
possibly. I don't know. We might talk about it.
I'm
If
wearing
we,
some camo, man. I can blend it with anything.
and that's fine. That's cool. I feel like some subjects we can cross, some we can't. Some we really don't care about.
Shouldn't. Some we
Yeah.
shouldn't
Some we
cross.
shouldn't. Some we shouldn't. But so how's it going, bro? How you been, man?
Man, I've been doing all right. What is going on with this weather, though, bro? Like, you're experiencing earthquakes down there. I'm up here. I'm freezing my ass off. I came in the house, man. I put on a t-shirt. I was like, damn, it's too cold for this. I had to put on long sleeves, bro.
Man,
She
it's
said,
this weather is I think
it's going to kill us, bro.
it's purposely trying to get people sick. It's like it's like how
Oh, my
can we
God.
get as many people as sick as possible? How can we do
And
this?
everybody is sick as possible. Like, 80% of the world's population right now is sick, and they aren't even experiencing this shit.
Right.
I
And
go
that's
into
because
work,
of
man. I'm
other
like,
things.
man, I'm gonna have to like come in with like a mask or some shit because it's like a war zone up in here.
Man, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. One day you're wearing swimming trunks, and one day you're wearing a full blown coat with fur in the neck, and it's just like,
Welcome to Pennsylvania.
right, like, well,
Summer
and,
lasts 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden, here comes winter. It's like,
right.
God,
Well, guys, today we got a whole bunch of topics. We
whole
narrowed
bunch.
it down. We narrowed it down for you guys because we like you a little bit, just a little. Don't get
Not a lot.
excited. Don't get excited.
Not a lot.
But yeah, so we narrowed it down, and our first topic, man, what the
Ugh.
fuck? Like, what happened, Matt Lauer? What happened, bro? What?
You really screwed the pooch, is what happened.
Screw the pooch. Well, I mean,
No, not the pooch. No, my apologies. It's the coworkers that you were trying to screw.
you were trying to screw. The pooch you
Like,
tried to screw got you in trouble.
the pooch was watching you is what was happening. It was the pooch
Yeah.
was in the background. You sitting there trying to bump and grind everything with a pulse,
Ah, man.
and you got caught, bro, Migo. You got
I'm
caught.
just, how many guys are left at NBC? Like, what, like, is
None, none.
I feel bad.
Relax.
I feel bad for Al Roker, man. He's probably like, "Yo, I didn't touch anything." He's like, "I didn't
Y'all
touch anything, guys. I swear."
unemployed for no damn reason, bro.
Right? Can you imagine though? I mean, and it started. It started with what I won't say it started with, but I feel like it took off with the Harvey Weinstein thing, and then it kind of just I guess it created this dialogue. I think that people were like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna say something, and now it's like, oh shit, because it's
Now you
like,
done caught yourself in
right,
everything.
right. It's like, oh shit. See, now everybody's getting in trouble, and I mean, it's Matt Lauer. I mean, Matt Lauer.
And the thing is, like, one case came out, right? And all of a sudden, wapow, 7 more.
Seven cases.
So all of a sudden, your total is now up to 8. So all of a sudden, you looking real horny, bro. Like you,
Horny.
bro. Like you, there's some news that we
What's
need to be
crazy?
covering. And it's not it's ones you're covering though. Like
Right. He's trying to cover the wrong. That's a good one. That's a good one. I just caught it. He's trying to cover the wrong news. He's trying to cover the
I've
wrong
been
news.
talking about y'all assholes for too damn long. Now y'all gonna talk about me for a minute.
Yeah, right. He's like, you know what? I want to be in the spotlight. That's
And
the
you did
best
it
way
for
to do
all
it.
the wrong reasons.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
best way to do
yeah.
it, Matt. I mean, but it's just
And then he's gonna come out and he's like, I'm sorry. No, you ain't.
you sorry you
You're
got
just
caught. Let's be real.
Just trying to save face. You are scum, bro, Migo.
Yeah, you were sorry you got caught. Let's be real about this.
Like you over there
Be real
telling
about
people,
this.
oh yeah, if you don't, hit the cul-de-sac with me right fast, then you're gonna be unemployed.
Right, and see man. Yeah. I feel sorry for the victims. First of all,
I
I
do.
want to express my empathy. Um,
Brave. I will say that you are brave.
right, right, most definitely. Secondly, I mean, as far as I mean, it's Matt Lauer, man, and he is like the monarch over there. Not yeah, pretty much yeah. Matt Lauer
It
has a
pretty
lot of
much
pull.
is. I mean, let's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
be
yeah.
honest
Let's
about it.
not even. He has a lot of pull over there. So well,
I
not
mean,
anymore.
he's been there for 20 freaking years
Yeah,
on the dot.
and then
Like,
what was he
this is
making
his
like 20
20th
million?
year.
What was he
Who
making
I
20
feel really
million?
bad about, though, is like, I feel bad for the kids. He has got 3 kids. And now they get to hear
This
about
is a
daddy in the
family man,
news.
right? This is a well, not much so a
It,
family man with his decisions, but
well, yeah,
more so
there's
with
really
his
no,
predicament. But
they ain't sitting out for Sunday dinner, I can tell you that. But,
right, right, right. But the thing is that I mean, they were saying that him and his wife weren't living together, and the wife and kids are like somewhere in the Hamptons, and they're like separated, and this is all allegedly now. But I mean, if that's the case, then no wonder he's touching other people. His wife is not he's like what? No wonder.
why? Like, why are you Like, listen, dude, you have so many websites you can go to. We have porn available for us. Like,
And
but no.
that's the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is that when you look at it like you're Matt Lauer, like first of
Mr.
all,
King shit over here.
right, right. First of all, it's an egotistical move. When you first break it down, I'm just breaking down his psyche now. It's an egotistical move because I mean it's Matt Lauer. You already got the money. You could pay for it if you want to. Let's be real, and you probably have paid for it, Matt. Come
Probably.
on, let's be real. Your wife not home.
Let's
You
talk.
paid for it.
Let's talk about your dirty little secrets here.
Or the
What you
thing,
doing out there on them streets?
or the thing is that he hasn't paid for it, and he's grown accustomed to people just giving it to him.
Yeah, because we don't know how many cases of
Because we
like
don't know exactly. We don't know how far back this stretches.
what's his head count. You know what I mean? Like,
Right with body count. Like what the hell, man, Matt. And NBC, man. I mean, NBC got to get some more guys on there now. Refresh the lineup. Start drafting people. I don't know what they do, but
listen, background checks. Do a background
maybe I
check,
don't
man.
know.
Check their browser history first. Like, do something.
Wow, right? Like, what's going on? Check their Facebook before you hire them.
Don't be checking my browser history. I ain't getting hired.
Right, right. That's not happening for either of us.
No.
So that's
All of a sudden, I
that's out
go
of
in
the
there
question.
talking about, hey, can I have a job? No,
No.
no, you
Oh,
cannot.
God,
I don't
no.
even get my
No.
statement out, but they're like, no, get out the door. Like,
They give
no.
you they give
We
you
checked
oh,
your
God,
browser
no.
history, you sick freak. Like,
Oh my God, man. It's bad, man. And I mean, I feel like that's not the end. That's not the end of it. It's gonna be more people. It's gonna be more people. And
isn't it
guys,
always?
yeah.
Like, this seems to be a reoccurring issue that is right now trending of 2017/2016. Like, this is going on a lot with a lot of different people. Bill Cosby being another one.
Right. I mean, and then, man, you got Bill, you got Louis C.K. Um, what is it?
Matt
Louis
Lauer
C.K. or
now
Louis?
being thrown into the mix
I
here.
don't know. I don't know how to say that guy's name, but he's a really cool comedian, Louis C.K. That he was fucking awesome. I really liked him as a comedian. I still like him as a comedian, to be honest. But, yeah, he's gotten in trouble for it. It's a lot of people that's just, it's. I don't know.
Y'all
man.
need to start acting like men. I mean, like actual men.
Right.
Don't go off of impulses because you got kids that you need to look after. So why in the hell are you jeopardizing that? Out of all things, like, you're providing for a family. Why are you jeopardizing the very thing that's putting food on the table? You're an idiot.
You can say that again.
You're an idiot.
Idiot, man. I mean, if you look at it like this, here's the thing, and I like what you said. I like what you said about the kids, man. Piggyback off of that. It's like when you, man, and kids are fucking mean, bro. Like, kids are fucking shitty when it comes to like teasing and stuff. Like, they're not gonna let up off of you. They're not like, you gotta imagine his kids are going through the worst.
Those kids in private school.
Right, they're in private school. So I mean,
They're going to have to be because there's no way in hell you're going to let those kids go out into a public school where everybody knows exactly what's going on with their family issues. That should be a private thing, anyways, but now all over the news.
right, all over the news, and I mean, those kids
You
are
are
gonna
a
teach them.
selfish asshole, Matt
Yeah,
Lauer.
that was that. Pretty much, pretty much, pretty
That's
much.
what it
It was a
boils down to.
selfish
You
move.
are selfish. You thought about you and you alone, and now you get to pay for
It
it.
was selfish. It was
Congratulations.
selfish
Here's your
and
prize.
egotistical. Selfish and egotistical, and those are the
So,
two worst things to be in the position of power that he's in. He's in a position of, well, he was. He's not
he ain't no
anymore.
more. No.
Right. But the position that he was in, that those are the two worst things to be when you're in that position and people look up to you, and then you exploit that. You exploit that eagerness. You exploit that the way they idle you. You exploit that and you manipulate that and you use that for your own gain. I feel like when you do that, it is selfish and it is egotistical because you're not thinking about the people that it affects. You're just thinking about your own personal gain. So, without further
The funny
ado,
thing is,
Matt
you
Lauer, you were an
mentioned,
asshole.
using this as personal gain. I wonder how many people now are a little low on cash, but they're looking at Matt Lauer like, you know what, you easy son of a bitch, I could probably get some money out of you if I try hard enough, because you a horny little bastard.
And the thing is like, but even if that's the case, even if that's the case and you pay for it,
Someone
then
saw some
pay
job
for it.
opportunities.
But that's the thing, pay for it. If that's the case, pay for it. That's fine. Just pay for it.
It's really not, though, especially if his wife was not separated with him.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying that they are separate, allegedly.
Allegedly. But it is media after all, so,
Yeah, but I mean, the same media released a story about him touching people. You know what's
This is
you
the
know
first time that, like,
you know what's funny? Yeah, the news broke on the same network that you. Oh shit! You couldn't have it no other way, huh, Matt? You still had to make sure the ratings was right at NBC, huh? I know, I got you.
man, you went out with a bang, bro. You went
Right,
out for team support, bro.
right. Jeez, this guy. Oh man,
Team
God.
player. Team
Team
player.
player to the end, to the end.
You went out with just the hero's ending
Well,
in NBC's eyes.
in NBC's eyes, yeah. But I mean, I do. My thoughts, my prayers do go out to all the people and the families affected, especially the children affected in this situation.
The other people's spouses too,
Yeah,
because
spouses, children,
I mean, it's just
family
there's a
members,
lot of tension now.
right? Because it's like, man, and I mean, this is not the end. We'll see more of it. We'll see more of it, and we'll continue to be surprised about the people that do come out because there's gonna be more people that come out. There's gonna be more
Yeah,
people
I
that
mean,
come
we'll
out.
we'll see more of it, but as of right now, I am so done talking about it because that is just it even boils my skin a little bit, to be honest. So
Man, it does. It does, man. But I mean,
let us digress.
right? Because I mean, shoot, we could talk about that all day. Because I mean, there's a lot of cases. Anyway,
Mm,
anyway.
mm.
So,
We didn't even
but
get into the cases, but we're not going to.
right, right. Let's move on to this situation that I've been wanting to talk about for a minute. That I've been reading about with the Libyan slave trade. Have you
Oh
seen it?
my God.
Yeah, man, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Okay, so just to catch everybody up on this, this had broke news about what 4 or 5 days ago,
Yeah,
roughly,
yeah, roughly. Mm-hmm.
and it broke news because via social media. By the way, this is the first time that you guys actually got something right on what to break in the
Right,
news.
exactly.
We're not hearing about what Katy Perry was wearing last night. Thank you much.
Right. Finally, people
So
kicked in.
so you finally talked about something worthwhile. So let's go ahead and
Right.
dig in here, so to speak. And I'm using the words dig in right now very loosely because of the reference I'm about to make.
Oh.
The the video that made news was there was these three guys that were standing up in front of a large crowd being auctioned off at $400 a pop. Okay?
I have an issue with the price as well. Like, wow,
Human
$400.
life right now is $400
Yeah,
if anybody
that
was wondering.
right. Like,
400.
wow, that's
The one guy,
man.
the auctioneer was saying that, pointing to this one individual saying, this guy here is a digger. Whenever I said, we're
Right,
digging in,
right,
kind of a bad pun there, but
right,
this guy's a digger. Anybody want a digger? It's like, excuse me?
right. It's just it's inhumane. It's like what is going on?
Like, why are we still doing this?
Right,
First and foremost,
what the hell is going on? It
Libya,
baffles
man,
me.
that's what's going on. Like
Right,
these people,
right.
like I dug some research into this, right? And this is
Mhm,
that wasn't even the mind-boggling statement that I heard or fact that I heard about this.
mhm.
There are, I kid you not, between 400,000 and a million people in camps in Libya right now,
Yeah,
in detention camps.
and detention camps. Yep.
And the reason for it is because they have a route to Europe that goes across the Mediterranean Sea,
Right. Uh huh.
and over 150,000 people a year
Yep.
take this route. Out of those 150,000 people, 3,000 of those people die.
And that's insane.
So if you're not dying overseas, traveling the waters to Europe, you're getting auctioned off.
Right. Right. Pretty much. And the crazy part about that is that now everybody's like, okay, so who do we blame for this situation? Well, you blame their own government. They don't even have a government. They don't have a government. This is why this shit is happening. They don't have a government. They don't have a governing system. So if they don't have a governing system, usually when you don't have laws, people go crazy. People do crazy things. People do
This
stupid
is
shit.
this is one of the few times that I would actually suggest in their case having a socialist government.
Right? Some order. We need
one
some
of
order
the
here.
few times that I suggest a socialist government because it gives more power to the voice of the people
Right.
than it does than the heads. And in that case,
yeah.
it would actually work, and it would kind of solve the problem.
Right, and people
Kinda.
are wondering. They're like, okay, well, then why don't they just stop migrating to Europe? They're leaving because they are scared. They are in a governless place right now. Literally, the people can knock
you
on your
want that?
door. Right, like, do you want somebody to knock on your door and say, move the fuck out of the way? I'm gonna grab your son and the girl. I'm gonna rape the girl in front of you first, and then I'm gonna grab your son and then take him with me and then sell him off. Like, what?
This has blown up over there as well. I mean, it has blown through the roof.
Right, because because now that it has gained that light, these other
Leaders
nations,
of
yeah,
Libya,
exactly.
France,
they're like,
Germany,
whoa,
Chad,
what the
Niger, and
hell?
4 other countries. 4 other ones. So you're
Right.
talking at least 8 national leaders saying, okay, what the shit?
Right. Which and in my eyes, I feel like they knew already.
I mean, how do you not? I mean, if you're
That's a
if
lot of
you're
that's a lot of
housing
bodies.
400,000 to a million people in detention camps, how big does those detention camps have to be?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So that's a
You
lot
know.
of bodies. That's a lot of bodies unaccounted for that you like. What? Come on, you knew. If anything, you may be profiting from it. Who knows? Allegedly. Let's be real
Probably
here.
are.
Right, you know what I mean? Let's be real here. Because now it's like, now that everybody else sees it, now you want to, oh, we need to do something about this. You should have been, like, what? I'm pretty sure somebody told you about this. Literally, there's literally missionary, like they're doing missionary work over there, and the missionaries are trying to get back into Europe, and they are being shot at by
The
pirates.
United Nations are not happy.
Yeah, they're being shot at by pirates. They're being killed. They're being shot at. Our people over there doing missionary work are being shot at
For this bullshit.
for this. Because these pirates, come on, man. These governments come on, man. Come on, man.
And that's really all it boils down to is the pirates. Like,
Right.
How do you think they're getting from Libya to
But
Europe?
my thing is, where did the pirates get the guns from?
Oh, come on. I mean,
You know what I mean?
they could have gotten it from anywhere. I mean, the whole ideal of piracy is to
Excuse me.
go to wherever you want to go, steal whatever you want to steal.
Right,
No one's going
right.
to do shit about it, and no one's going to really track you
And
because you're now out in the
that's the
middle of the ocean
problem.
again.
That's the problem. Is that nobody's gonna do shit. Nobody's gonna track it. That's the problem right there.
Well, the question
Because,
is, how do you track it?
but this here's
Like
the thing.
whenever you enter a governed land,
Right.
like a
And yeah, it's
country.
policies and yeah, it's
Well, I
oh
mean, there's
man,
easy
yeah.
ways to track someone because there's cameras everywhere, right?
Right, right, right,
There's ways of tracking your ID, how much money you spend off of a card. There's so many ways you could track somebody in a governed country.
right, right, right.
Overseas, it's not governed. As much as they
Yeah,
want
you
to say,
think?
"Oh, this is governed land to a certain area out, certain mileage out," it's not. If it was, piracy wouldn't exist right now.
Exactly.
But it does. So it's not governed.
Exactly. And the thing is that there's policies, there's certain rules and things you have to follow before you even engage in these certain situations. And that's real. That's called politics, people. You know what I mean? You can't just jump up.
Y'all thought politics was something
Yeah,
simple, something
yeah.
light. No, there's the dirty side of politics as
Right,
well.
right. They're like, we're making a lot of money off this United States. You guys should just sit down and just let us go ahead and do this. Okay. Like, I mean, how else can I put it? Like, how else can I put that? I'm just saying.
I got nothing. I literally I
right,
got nothing.
right.
That's it.
That's just
You
that's,
win.
That's
You
right.
freaking win.
Exactly. But I
Now,
definitely want to brush
you were
against that though. And
if
just
you
bring
were
some
Libya
light
though,
to it.
right? If you were Libya, how would you go about solving this problem?
That's a trick question.
Okay, well, how
Because
is that
I
a
feel
trick
like
question?
they're
It's all a
part of
matter
the
of perspective. How would you go about fixing said problem?
Well, me.
Let's say you're one of the world leaders of like one of the countries that are getting involved, like Niger or something, right?
Right.
And you're one of the world leaders, and you're sticking your nose into this because they obviously are. At this point, there are countries that are like, you know what? I call bullshit at this point. Time to stop. How are they going to go about in a productive way of solving this problem? If you were them, what would you do?
Because of the politics attached to the situation is very difficult. Because you got to figure out first who's in charge of it. Who's in charge of this situation here? Because there's always somebody that's
on top.
That's on top. So that's who you go to first. Don't go to them. You figure out who it is. That's another thing. Don't ever
No,
don't
we
ever
don't
make
go
a
to
big
people.
fuss. Right. Don't ever make a big fuss unless you got all the facts. And that's with any situation. But
Can you tell that to some of the world leaders, please?
right,
That'd be
man.
great.
Oh
Can
my
we repeat that?
right. Don't make a big fuss unless you got all the facts.
Oh,
That's for real. Don't make a big fuss because you just never know, man. You never know.
that's a life lesson right
Yeah,
there.
that's what I was saying. That's in any situation. That's a life lesson. So my thing is that's what I would do first, because as much as you just want to go and slap hands and say stop that, you're being bad. You can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just go full blown with an army over there and start killing Somalis and you know what I mean? You can't start killing pirates out of the blue. Even though, I mean, yeah, they start.
Yeah, you
trouble.
could.
Yeah.
Who's governing them?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's when the UN and other countries are like, I mean, hey guys,
Kill one of our own.
right? Hey guys, you're violating peace treaty document number 27569 dash. Okay. You guys making money off of this slave trade? Got you. I get it. See, and that's where it lies.
And you know what? I'd be the one to be like, you know what? No, what you're violating is these nuts. No, Matt
Right.
Lauer, I did not mean that way. I meant
He said no, Matt Lauer. I didn't mean it.
no. We need to make sure our frame of mind here is right. That's not
Right.
what I meant.
Right.
I'm not condoning shit.
Right.
I'm just saying that at some point you kind of have to throw peace treaties and verbal or written agreements out the
Out
window
the
just to
window.
get rid of the problem.
Just to get exactly, because that's what's festering under those peace treaties is these type of people that are doing things like this, and they're actively acting under these peace treaties, and those are the things that are protecting them, are these
And you know
policies.
what? Any of these world leaders, if you guys happen to just by chance listen to this podcast, we are not giving you ideas on peace treaties. So if I hear this shit in the news, I'm going to be pissed.
Right.
Like, y'all assholes got that from us. We want nothing to do with this.
Right.
We're just reporting facts.
Right. What would you do though? What would be your go-to plan?
Since there's so many different countries getting involved, I honestly think that they all need to sit down first and foremost and plan a state of execution, honestly. Because
I
if
agree.
you are so scum that you're selling off individuals for a price of, by the way, of $400, the new iPhone costs twice as much as this human's life.
Right. That oh man, that bothers me.
Right.
That
That's
bothers
the
me.
fact that's going to rub it in right now is the fact
Right.
that an iPhone X costs twice as much as a human life right now in Libya. You need to start stating a plan of execution. Whoever these people
I like
are,
how you put that. I like how you put
whoever
that.
whoever these people are, one, for the people who are in the detention camps, they need an exit plan. Exit as in like
Right.
able to get out peacefully without major casualty.
Right.
To do that, you're going to have to attack them exactly where it hurts. You're going to have to hit the detention camps. Now, I'm not saying hit innocent civilians. I'm saying the people who are watching over said camps. And you need to do it one at a time. Or you could hit them all at once as a simultaneous thing.
'Cause you don't think
Like,
they're
okay,
leaking
this world leader,
information?
you're going after this one. This world leader, you're going after this one. Because apparently, since
Exactly.
everybody wants to be so involved with this and play the roles of hero,
Right.
then you all can hit every single camp. Because I don't see
Exactly.
there being more than 8.
Right. It's not many of them, but the thing is that what they do is they try to transport them out of these camps into Europe, and then they're getting attacked on the way there.
Here's what I want to see. Viewers, if you were a world leader and this was your show to run, what would you do?
Yeah.
Drop it down in the comments. What would you do?
Post below on that one.
Because
I definitely want to hear it.
I mean, I'm kind of a cut and dry type of dude.
Right.
Trey likes to get more into politics and whatnot, but me personally, I like the plain black and white scene. I like just boom, 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 done.
Right.
He brings out the more statistical, you know.
I'll bring up the doors that you're gonna hit trying to do boom, 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 done.
I don't hit doors. I kick indoors.
Hey, look, listen, and that's and to be honest, that's the way you have to tackle a situation like this. To be
The
honest.
sad thing is that's
Because-
probably what Matt Lauer did.
Oh man. It's never too soon.
There's
never too
the bad
soon.
joke of the day. This ends today's podcast.
It's never too soon, guys. Oh man. That
Yeah,
was
but
funny.
I think that they need to tackle it sooner than later, though. Honestly,
I agree with that one. I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. Now this next one though is
oh, you and me are gonna have some. We're gonna have some different views on this.
man. This one here, I think I'm gonna let you take this one, bro. I think,
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna let you take this
So-
one out.
In San Francisco, there was a murder trial that had taken place about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and the whole premise of the case was there was an illegal immigrant who decided that they were going to come across the border for time number 6, may I mind you. Time number 6. So you got deported 5 times. You came back for a 6th because you just can't get enough.
There should be a law, like what? 3 strikes and you're out type thing. Like what's going on?
Apparently that got doubled today.
Right.
So
right.
this little sneaky asshole goes
How
on
does he
in
keep
San
getting
Fran,
back?
goes on to Pier 14, okay? We're not talking the middle of some freaking desert. We're not talking in the middle of East Boomblevoo. We're talking a very populated Pier 14.
Right. This is Pier 14 we're talking about.
And he goes on Pier 14. The idiocy is just outstanding on this. With a 40 caliber handgun, a SIG, shoots this weapon right at the ground, okay? Right at the ground. First off, you're an illegal immigrant who came in the country 6 times. Now you have a handgun. That's great. That's fantastic. The bullet ricochets off the ground, hits Kate Steinle, kills her. Guy goes to trial, and after deliberation for, I don't know, I think it was a couple of days, I think is what they said, he was found not guilty of murder, but got a couple charges to amount up to about, I think it was three to 9 years. One of them being assault with a deadly weapon, all the other one being involuntary manslaughter.
Okay, so he did get involuntary manslaughter, right?
He did get that.
Okay.
But
okay. Right, that's not enough. I'm not saying like, oh, okay, thank
no,
God. Like,
it's not even
enough.
close. A life has been lost.
Right.
Because this asshole wanted to shoot at the ground.
Can we add that? Didn't she die in her father's arms? When
yes.
she with her father? Yeah. So, I mean, come on, man. This story here is, come on.
Let's add this from a different perspective.
On? What
Kate,
is going on? You're
Kate, right? You're having a normal day. You're walking down Pier 14 with your dad. You're just trying to relax, have a little bonding time, father and daughter. This asshole comes up, shoots his weapon at the freaking ground, pops you with it. And he pretty much gets off because of what? Ignorance?
Oh, wow. I mean, I wish we could chalk that up. I wish we could chalk that up in a lot of situations. Oh, they're just ignorant. Like, what?
Oh, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, the U.S. Marshals now are trying to get involved with this because the Department of Justice says, no, this is not enough. We want to get the U.S. Marshals involved because deportation obviously is not enough. Because this is what it boils down to, is they're probably just going to end up deporting him.
Now, I want to brush up against this. So, sanctuary cities, right? Let's go ahead and tackle the core here. How do you feel about this whole sanctuary city thing? I mean, what did it start in San Francisco, I think? I'm not sure.
I think so, but I'm not necessarily sure on that.
It started in San Francisco, and, I mean, guys, definitely fact check me on this. But I think it started in San Francisco.
Yeah, fact checked him. I didn't say
it. But I feel like with the sanctuary city thing.
What are you trying to call yourself by saying you're a sanctuary city? What does that even mean?
Well, when you're a sanctuary city, it's like it's almost providing diplomatic immunity to criminals from other countries. Like, what the fuck? I just wow. We have that? Like, it's just, like, I know a lot of people like, what? That's a real thing? Yep, it's a real thing. And you know what? Philadelphia is one of them. Philadelphia is one of them. You bet your ass. Philadelphia is one of those sanctuary cities. Yep. And I mean, how can you provide something so high as not perfect? It's not ironclad diplomatic immunity, but it's very close to that.
It's a damn near
it's pretty much close.
It's what it is.
It's a hair away.
Not even a hair away. You might as well just go ahead and classify it as such.
As diplomatic immunity. And this is criminals that, you know what I mean? People that, broken laws and are running, I don't understand it. I don't understand.
Here's my opinion on it, because the question was what is my opinion on sanctuary cities?
Right.
I am about as far left field on this as you could possibly get. I don't believe in sanctuary cities. I believe that if you, and this is where you and me are probably going to get into it a little bit, because I don't know how you feel about it, but if you come into this country, especially illegally, mind you, and you kill one of ours, I think it should be instant lethal injection. Instant, because you're coming into this country, stealing a life from one of our own, and saying, hey, it was in a sanctuary city, I can get away with it. Screw you. That's my opinion. I think if you take a life, your life should be taken.
Yeah, you know what though? Eye for an eye. I can't really. Of course, you know me.
Because what? No, because the principle of it is you're saying that life right there is not
Wasn't
valuable. You're
worth.
going
Yeah, it
on
wasn't.
Pier
Yeah, it wasn't
14.
worth this. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't
Like, what
add
else
up,
did you
man.
expect him to do? Like, you're going on
Right.
Pier 14 with a handgun. What is he doing on Pier 14 with a handgun,
He was
anyways? You don't
wrong.
need to
Yeah, he
be
was wrong from
on Pier
jump.
14 with a handgun.
He was wrong from the gate, and he should get life. And that's my opinion. I agree with you wholeheartedly because when you look at the now, I don't think that everybody should just get life straight off the rip, though.
If it's proven, why not? Because what you're saying is whenever you kill somebody, that life is invaluable to you. So
No,
why is your life any
I'm
more
saying
valuable?
based off the predicaments. Like it would have to be based off of what happened in that situation for me to
Okay,
just say straight up life like that. I would have to know what happened first. See, with his situation, it was just pure stupidity here. People, let's be real. That was just pure stupidity. You took your ass up on the pier with a loaded gun and shot at the. First of all, what the hell are you doing? Like, what is?
what
Why?
what child are you that you're shooting at the ground? Did you
At
want to see what it could do? Like what?
And then he's saying, oh, it was by mistake it went off. But why do you have the gun on the pier? You're wrong. You die. That's it. Like
Why do you have a gun?
What? Three strikes you're out, kid.
Not
Like,
even just
what?
on a pier. Why do you have a gun?
Right. You got deported too many
Five
times.
5 times you've been deported.
You got
5 times
deported
you
way
came
too many
back.
times.
No, correction. This is now time number 6. So you came back
Right.
6 times. Are you not getting the message here on like what illegal immigration is? Like, are you not? Did something not click the first 4 times? Like, I guarantee you, by the time he got deported the 5th time, the people were just like, you know what? You know the procedure. Just you know where you're headed. You know what you're about to do. You know, turn left, turn right, turn forward. You know the procedure.
Right. Squat, cough. All the good, all the good stuff. You know what I mean? And it baffles
I'll turn
me.
your hand off. This is not a physical.
Right. This baffles me because what judge? What judge is
It wasn't
like?
even no. It wasn't even the judge. It was the jury. It was just in front of some peers.
Oh, so this is wow.
This is a group of jurors who decided no. He only gets this much. He only gets involuntary manslaughter and assault with a deadly weapon.
I don't even have anything else to say about that. That's it.
You
for me.
people are stupid as
That's it for
hell.
me. I'm done. I'm done.
Thank you for appreciating the life of
Thank you,
everybody in this
America.
country. Because you're just
Like,
letting everybody
what?
else know, okay, it's okay for you to come in and be like, oh no, you know what? I had this gun for no reason whatsoever. I'm going to shoot it at the ground and hope it hits somebody. Nothing's going to happen to me as long as I do it in San Francisco or Philadelphia. What message are we sending?
We're sending the message that in certain sanctuary cities, you can do pretty much anything.
It's not just a sanctuary city though. Trayvon Martin.
Ah, man, that's true.
That's not a
true.
sanctuary city. That was just
That's
bullshit.
true. That was just bullshit, plain as day. That's true.
I mean,
We
how
gotta
many
start
how many people
cracking
lose
down.
lives in
Right.
these
We gotta,
protests?
yeah, we got to start cracking down on these situations that are obviously far
Destroying
fetched.
our country.
Right, but that are obviously far fetched, though. You know what I mean? To the simplest mind, it's far fetched. So come on, man. I just think that that sanctuary city thing is going to,
Ruin us.
yeah, it is.
Put it plain and
Yeah.
simple. It's going to ruin us.
It is, man. And that's just plain as the nose on your face. It is, man. Ah, man. That's.
But let's for a second get away from all the serious topics because
Yeah,
I know
man.
y'all are probably
Let's
depressed
detox.
listening to us at this point.
Let's
Jesus.
detox. Let's get all that.
Let's talk about,
Woosah.
and I'm very proud to talk about this for a second. Let's talk about the NFL
Oh,
because the man that I'm talking to right now, who gave quite the shout out last week, is eating his words today. Trey, why
not
don't you talk to us
necessarily eating my
No.
words.
No, let's talk about Seattle.
Oh, come on. Let's talk about Seattle. Let's talk about Seattle. Their Super Bowl
What?
team. Their Super Bowl team. They showed you that. That's it. Like, come on, let's be real. It's cut and dry here. They're a Super Bowl team. They showed.
Secondary did they have?
Say again.
How much of their secondary did they have?
Come on.
How many people were out? How many?
Come on, man.
Well,
It wasn't about.
You took one of their main core pieces from last year.
It wasn't. It wasn't about the personnel there. That was just plain coaching.
It was talking about Russell Wilson running the muck up on you guys. That's what that was talking about.
It was. I mean, our record is still 10 and. Come on, this record is still 10-2. Let's be real here.
But Seattle is a team in the NFC, so once again, it goes back to my point from last week.
Yeah, but
Owens curse. Can you get through the NFC Championship to that Super Bowl by going through Seattle to do it?
I think so. I think what happened was that was just a victory high that we're on. You know,
a victory high that lasted how many weeks though?
I don't want to push away like I'm not on like a representative.
Me personally, I loved it last week because my Ravens won. And whenever you're with a team for so long and you see how stupid they can be, you appreciate a win.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really sad about like the loss. It's like, okay, like they're 10-2. Holy shit, who saw that happening? You know what I mean? Let's be
Cleveland
real here.
did, that's for damn sure.
Right, because they missed out. You know.
Cleveland, let's talk about you for a second. I'm used to seeing some winning ways around here. You know, being close to as Philadelphia as I am. Pittsburgh, obviously, they're constantly winning. Just above us, you know, New England, they're winning. Baltimore's constantly winning. But you guys.
Yeah. The sleeper. The sleeper, man. And you know what? I don't have any malice towards your opinion right now because of the facts involved in what you're. Let's be real here, man. I'm a Philadelphia fan. I'm going to die a Philadelphia fan. And that's just it. But my thing is that this season was very surprising. Very surprising. We shook a lot of people.
Cleveland fans, you ain't surprised for shit right now. You guys went, what, 0-16 last year, I believe? You didn't even win a game. And then this year, you're starting out on a whopping 0-12. Like, how are you not drinking your sorrows away as a Cleveland Browns fan?
Oh, they are. They are.
You know,
I don't think they're not.
Some of them are doing some tapping on the arm, if you know what I mean. Like, someone's doing something because if my team went 0-16 and then 0-12 to start the next year, I ain't watching sports. I'm not even watching.
At least we don't have to worry about that part with our teams, man. Jeez. You know what I mean?
Oh, I have to worry about my team blowing a 20-point lead every single night. Like,
hey, I do too. I mean, let's be real. Like,
I could literally come home, turn on the game, 20-0, perfect. I turn my head, I look back over 2014. I'm like, are you shitting me?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm like, Baltimore, come on, man.
Yeah.
Y'all I need to get like a freaking resuscitory like system over here because I'm flatlining at least 20 times in the third quarter. Thanks.
And the thing is, I don't know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers. Because I was gonna say the thing is, you got Aaron Rodgers that he could possibly be coming back.
No, not possibly. He's probably coming back.
Yeah, more than likely. It's Aaron Rodgers, man, and he's fucking awesome.
He's gonna come. He's coming back.
I know I'm an Eagles fan, but man, Aaron Rodgers.
I'm a Ravens fan, and I was so glad when the Ravens played the Packers without Aaron Rodgers.
Right. Let's be real.
I was like, thank God, this is actually a solid win. Maybe
there's a chance you can win now.
with Aaron Rodgers on the field, you're just like, you know what? I probably should not watch this until I know for certain that they're going to win. And even at that, how many Hail Mary freaking game winners that he's thrown last year? I don't even know if we're going to win.
So, I got a question, bro. AFC championship game. What two teams you got, man?
I got New England because of their division. They're probably going to be the conference. They're probably going to have home field throughout the playoffs. And good luck winning in New England. So, I have New England. And I have a surpriser. I have a sleeper on everybody. Well, it's not really a sleeper. I can't say sleeper. No, it's going to be a sleeper. Jacksonville.
Yeah,
Jacksonville's defense is
their defense is nasty. a lot of people are looking past that. They're just like, oh yeah, it's
Jalen
Jacksonville.
Ramsey, Mr. Rookie of the Year. Let's
Right.
talk about you.
Right.
You ball so hard university.
Right. I mean, it, it lets me know that this playoff picture is going to look a whole
Different.
lot different. And I
Whole lot.
like that. I like it though. I like the different. I like the diversity and the different teams that are gonna be playing, because usually you see the usual faces. You know what I mean? You see the usual faces in the playoffs, and now it's kind of like it's getting mixed up a little bit, and it's gonna be very interesting.
I'm going to throw some ones out there for the NFC, though. This is really going to screw with y'all. I got Seattle. And Triggy, my boy, just don't hurt me on this one, but I got Minnesota. Case Keenum,
Okay.
my boy.
Yeah, Minnesota.
You've been doing your thing this year without
Minnesota's
Adrian
a problem.
Peterson. You've been doing your thing.
And you know what? You got to commend him for that.
I got to.
You got to commend him for
No one thought that was going to come to play.
Yeah.
Whenever Adrian Peterson left, we're like, oh, shit, there goes Minnesota. And all of a sudden, you guys stayed around. Not only did you stay around, you're like 10-2.
I see. Of course, I see my team in the Seahawks.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Let's be real here. I see,
New England and Baltimore.
Yeah. I don't know why you didn't do that.
I'm realistic, man.
Right. I was in my head. I'm like, he's gonna be like, yeah, because I mean, life happens, and
Because I'm part Irish, and I believe in luck of the Irish.
hey, man, I
I'm
feel
holding on
like
to something. Jeez,
I
Louise.
feel like New England. New England, and I'll take Baltimore. Fuck it. I'll take Baltimore.
I love you for it.
I'll take
I love
Baltimore. Fuck
you
it.
for
I'll
it.
take Baltimore, man. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. I'm down.
Now, one thing I have to say before we get out of here for today, I have to say this because I promised her I was going to. Miss Rel, thank you for paying attention as far as you did on the last podcast.
Yeah, shouts out to Miss Ralph for that.
I got a couple middle fingers on that one. Couple middle fingers, and obviously you want your cookies now. And I got no cookies because I'm broke, so I kind of lied on that one.
Well,
But-
I mean, just providing a huge shout out because that was awesome. Another shout out to my boy Sam.
Yes, Sam.
Good look, Sam. You know what I mean? Checking you out over there with your comment.
Talk about trap music because obviously you're not a fan.
Right, but that was weird. Like, he just really gave a really awesome cornbread recipe. Like, that's Sam,
really
though. That's Sam,
that
though.
threw me. That threw me because I was expecting after Rel's comment, I was really expecting some good discussion, and then here comes Sam, Mr. Chef over there,
Right. He's like
trying to be Chef Curry.
two
I don't know,
teaspoons of- I'm like, what the fuck, Sam?
I'm on everything, sir. Painkillers. Sorry.
So we're gonna start
Had to-
something new. We're gonna start something new, bro. And I really feel like I want to do this right now. I want to start something new on our podcast, and it's called Closing Thoughts, man. We're just gonna give some.
I was
thoughts,
actually
man.
going to ask you about closing thoughts too. See, this is so
man,
unscripted,
see?
you guys. Like, you don't even know.
Unscripted. Let's let them know how unscripted that move was just now. We didn't plan that, but you know what? We were both thinking it, so we already know this podcast is going to be successful.
Guess how much we talked about the topics of the day with each other before this. We didn't.
We didn't. You know
We
what
talked
I mean?
about, okay, we want to talk about this, but we didn't really say, oh, here's my opinion. No,
Yeah, what
you're
you
going to hear it in the
say?
podcast.
What you gonna say? Yeah, exactly. Because you gotta give everybody a fresh look, and we want to give you guys a fresh look into our opinions and how we think and how we feel about things. And
Yeah,
we don't
this
want
is
anything
not-
to be fake. Nothing's fake here.
Yeah, there's no stage about this. This is just raw opinion that, we give to you guys that we want to hear in return. We want to hear your raw opinion. By all means, if you guys want to start a conversation down below, start a conversation. Hit that like button,
Right.
subscribe.
Right, man.
Comment.
Right.
We're giving you our opinion. Give us yours. We want to hear from you.
Definitely.
But closing thoughts is, especially with today's topics, I want to say, if anything, think before you act. definitely think before you act. There's a lot of people who don't, and there's a lot of regrets that we have because of the decisions that we make without thinking them through thoroughly. And you know, we affect other people, we affect ourselves. Just take the time, take a deep breath. If you're going through stuff, breathe. Breathe. It will be over. At some point, it will be over. And just think about your next move. Don't sit there and dwell on everything bad that's going on. Just focus on your next move. Focus on what you're going to do and make a plan. Because that's the only thing that's going to help you in the future is the plan that you make today. Not what am I dwelling on today? How bad is my life? No, no, no. How am I going to make my life better? That is my parting thoughts for this one.
I agree 100%. Definitely appreciate that, Mark. My closing thoughts are, if you haven't gotten into it, guys, please try to center yourself. Not no huge guru tip or anything like that, but it helps me. It helps me remain calm. It helps me to think clearer. Center yourself. Meditate more. Rest your mind. If you ever wake up in the morning and you feel tired and you feel like you got a whole night's rest, it's because your mind isn't rested. That's why. You have to rest
Preach.
your mind. Rest the mind first, and the body can rest as well. So, sometimes you may react irrationally, and let's cut those things short. Let's stop doing that. Let's actually stop and think and actually plan things out. And I'm just piggybacking off of what you said, bro, because I feel like that is a big point. Big point.
Life is too short.
Life is too short, and I feel like we gotta meditate more to see things clear. And just take just a little bit of time, maybe 7 minutes out of your day. Just stop everything, quiet the mind. So yeah, definitely
Dr. Triggy.
Guys. Definitely, man, meditate guys. I'm pushing that out there. Meditate.
And if you, for any of you who think, oh, you need to take your own advice, trust me, this dude, oh my god, he meditates at times where I'm like, are you still alive? Like,
right.
You're sitting there. Hello,
Right.
are you still there? Like, can you give me something?
Right.
I haven't heard from you like in like 7 freaking days.
Right, but it's healthy. It's healthy. We gotta clear our minds, man. It's healthy because there's a lot of pollution out here. Facebook and Instagram and all that's polluting our minds.
Social media.
Right, that's polluting our minds. We gotta disconnect, center ourselves, and we gotta clean that clutter out so we can think more clear and stop being
disconnect
so
to
irrational.
fully connect.
Yeah, man. Yeah. If you think about it, when you ask somebody, like, say something's broken, you ask somebody, they ask you, well, did you cut it off and cut it back on? That's the first thing they ask you.
Nintendo 64, did you pull it out? Freaking.
Did you unplug the cord and plug it back in? Let's start doing that, people. Let's start unplugging and then plugging back in. Because sometimes we gotta restart. We gotta refresh, man. And that's real. It applies universally. It applies to everything. So, that's what I'm gonna leave you guys with. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I really do appreciate you guys. I know my bro Mark does. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We really do appreciate
I appreciate the 80
really
plus views on the
guys.
last one. You guys are awesome. Good
Right,
comments.
man.
Thank you for the likes.
Keep them coming, man. Keep them coming.
Share this content. If you know somebody who's going through some struggles and stuff like that, and they just need to hear the ending of this podcast, man, share it. Spread the wealth.
Exactly. Because wealth equals knowledge, and knowledge equals wealth, and however you want to turn it and look at it.
And power, unless, knowledge is not power in the mind of Matt Lauer.
That was bars. That was bars. That was. Hey, we're leaving with that. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say bye. I'm not even gonna say bye. Get out. Just leave.